got milk when you went to the store, Dad.
I went and got milk, bud.
Huh? You got milk?
I went and got milk, bud. All right. Let's see if I can. All right. Let's see. Cotton, can you hear me? And does the mic sound okay? One of my issues is going to be I just set this up on Cade's new computer he got for Christmas. Pigeon, all right, sweet. I just got your agreement. You guys can chat in the YouTube live chat like Cotton is right now. You can all make fun of him if you'd like, but I want to be able to see double my voice volume. Let's see if I can. Shoot, I think I'm all the way up. I can just talk louder or move my mic here. Swagner. Is that any better or is it no? I don't know if I can miss. Is that any better? It's probably lower. Alright. One of the things that sucks is I can't see who's on. But we can watch this. Oh, another thing I want to get up to. I will send this to you guys. Made this sheet. Actually, I think I can do that for my phone too. Hold on. Damn it, I need a second. Some crackling, huh? Alright, one sec. I'll be back on there. Go Google Drive. Just bear with me because I set up a sheet I've been working on for this game. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty rough on a couple but it's my take on the game. Get link. Alright, sending to the GUI now. Okay. All right, so I'll get started. I might have to go back and forth to that sheet because I do have my notes on there, and I don't have a second screen set up on this computer yet, which really sucks. But oh shit! So how should I do it? I'll get it set up on here. Okay, so this is my breakdown from not as much as that Arkansas game last year. And then this sheet down here is turns. If it's bolded, it is who starts with this. So either we started with the disc or like Tennessee started with the disc. The first point, we are going to score with 0 turns, and we still get, we're receiving. You can see we'll talk about a few of these down here. We get 2 breaks in that first half, and then ouch. We get broken. Okay, so this game, I've watched it a bunch, and it is game I don't know what's wrong with my resolution either. It's really weird. I mean, literally, I just took this computer out of the box today for Kate, so.
How sweet the
I don't think you guys can hear that volume. I think the only way you're going to be able to ask questions is in the YouTube live chat. What up, Franklin? Okay, Sunday morning. First thing about this game is, you played well. We can go over his other pool play games. But this is 17 points bracket. Quarterfinals and 17 points bracket. And whoever started Amazing Grace this early, that's rough. Look at that, they're still going. Who was that? Okay. Oliver's catching the pulls. You all know what that's going to mean. Tennessee does a good switch here. But, I mean, that game. Good throw down. Gregory, you play really well this game. Okay, so I don't mind this duck for Veltman. Thank you, excited he's in the sky. I'll talk.
Here we are, up 1-0 on serve against Tennessee. A beautiful Sunday.
Let me try one thing real quick.
Why is the mic not working?
Yeah, that's alright. All right. Cade, people are saying hi.
Morning, 9 a.m.
Okay, so you guys can hear the volume of the game. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do with the crackling of my mic, and it does look like it is coming from my mic. I thought it was my other computer.
Tennessee's first offensive.
So I'll get a different mic for the next time I do this. I don't have to get a new one anyway.
Tennessee looks to be
Okay, good, Clank. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in. Sometimes it might also be the computer trying to stream. Pigeon, what are you doing? All right. Okay, another thing about Tennessee here in this game is they don't huck a lot. They do a lot of movement. You guys play good D. And one of the reasons I wanted to do that sheet is because I wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I wanted to show you guys the turnovers that you guys have, and compared to the turnovers that they have. I mean, you guys get 4 legit Ds. They don't really have any legit Ds. It's just mistakes on our part, which is to be expected early. Oliver, first point of the morning. You have got to have a better mark than this. Okay, right here. You're just leaning straight over. And this is I mean, once everything clears to this side, this isn't Bone Salad's fault. It's just a good throw. That's a good D right there. And he gives him space. And he's looking back. And right here, there's just tons of space. That's a good throw by him, but you gotta watch Oliver there. He's just kind of leaning, not really active. That's too easy of a throw. Pigeon. Welcome to the party. Alright. Alright, our first turn of the game. Nothing really wrong with it. Steven just overthrows. It's just a miscommunication. So they may happen later on in the season, but they go down quite a bit. Just like there's a good poachy opening. Beetle's pretty open. It's just he just flicks it. And I think he just thinks that he can float it out there pretty easy and it just goes past him. Pretty random. Nothing too wrong with that. It just sucks to happen on a goal line the first point of the game when you lose the game by 1. But I think we have some other turnovers that are more issues with me. Okay, so we are broken. Good pull by Tennessee. Alright. I don't stop it too much, but okay. Who's that? Cotton? First cut. Cut out more to this sideline here. You're cutting at him like it's between him and the thrower. That's a tough throw. Curl that out here so he can like loop one around, or he can throw that fake, which he's about to, and then throw an out to someone else. You're just running right at the defender. Okay, clearing out soon. I missed a lot of the beginning of this game. I didn't miss it, but I really go into detail towards the middle and end of the game on my notes. Okay, so when Beetle catches this, okay, that's perfect timing, Swagner. Perfect timing. Catch, turn. That's got to be a real fake out here, if not thrown. It is close. I don't know if you necessarily throw it, but you got to throw this guy off. Franklin. Would you rather Steven stay on that side when he throws it? You mean when he throws it to Beetle? Yeah, just for the moment. But see now we get moving. There you go. Now the mark's jumping all over the place. Continue break side. Good, Colin. Oh man, what was that? Okay. there. You should just be flying in right now. And you're just kind of jogging in, getting out of there. Joey, same thing. And we kind of rely on Veldman. And Veldman, that hitch, man. Whew. I mean, it's so wide open, but your hitch is like a full second that the guy almost gets it. Ugh.
Caught for the school.
Yeah, Beal. I mean, you're probably right on the Swagner one. It just you got to catch and turn it, and you have a lot of those issues in this game. Okay, man. Rossi up front versus the guy that's got 6 inches on, which is good help here. I like it. We need more active mark. There's a little bit more active mark by Oliver. This guy with the disc, we should notice that early that he's got some issues. He's an Omaha type person. All right, Tarp. Front of the end zone here. All right, this far on the break side, too close to him, especially as a handler. Give him some space. He's going to be a short, quick guy. See, yeah, you're just giving him that space. Now, I mean, it's cluttered and everything, but you're still giving him that extra step to beat you there. Oh, and he just shimmies you. Yeah, you just want to be on this side of him already, on the far side of him. So it's just that much tougher. Like, I'd rather have the guy get broken and talk about our mark being weak than just a basic getting beat to the front side. Oh, Beetle. Just killing the guy. Beetle's not afraid of those collisions. Good. Catch. Good. 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 We're moving it. Good, Hydra. Great job. That's exactly what you guys are doing in practice. What Steven's doing there. Beetle and Clank are teaching you. Okay, Hydra, I'm about to get mad at you here in a minute. Good job. God, I mean, this is just... We're just catching and throwing here, boys. Okay. It is 3-3. We're down a break. We're in the quarterfinals of the 17th place bracket. And we're elbow spiking already. We do this a couple times. Guys, you got to act like you kind of been there before. I have no problem with you guys rushing the fields with flags and stuff like that. But spiking will only piss them off. Only. Because all you're doing is you've worked it down and you've scored and you just rub it in their face. And there's no reason to do that. Because I mean, just walk out and high five each other, get loud, and have your cheers. That kind of gets into their head mentally, and they may get a little pissed off at that, but it's not. They kind of understand it's all in good fun. When you spike it, it makes people mad. There's no reason to do it. When you get your third break of the game and they've calling shitty fouls and stuff like that, that's fine. Let's get a little emotional in the game. But we don't need to get cocky. I like this setup here. Tarp, flanky, 1, 2, 3 up front. Good spacing. Yeah, sure. I'm okay with some T-belly. All right, that is the beginning of a trend. They throw a couple hammers in a row and score. I think actually Move's turn. This guy's turn. I know it's not. And then we decide to do it too. Now, I mean, I'll tell you guys, I'm not afraid of hammers, but I think that we just can learn a system offense and not rely on them. Oh yeah, Steven, I don't know if you know that. I think that either you figured it out when you stop there, and for you other guys there, when he taps this in right there, he has to take it there. Like he can walk it to the line, but the second he does this, he has to take it there. Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, I think Steven did that, but afterward. Okay, catch. Should be on the other side. Alright. Now before you throw that, that's pretty tough. I don't see anything over here, but what do we have over there? I don't know. But I don't. Oh yeah, that's what I do. I don't like just looking for it. So close. Like if he's out there, nobody within 10, 15 yards, sure, throw lady. But you were looking. You were only looking at. So like they have everything set here, Beetle, 5 guys, and you're still trying to throw it on the narrow side of the field, whether it's a hammer or not. I mean, I would rather throw something through here and break it past them than it's such a lower percentage throw than an easy swing to this guy that's open, this guy that's open, and their whole defense now has to shift over there. That's a good catch by him. Okay, off the line here. You're catching and momentum's going forward. You're letting things set. You should catch and have your momentum getting you the other way if you can. You're making things tough on yourself, and you're letting the defense kind of relying on hammers. But now, even though I don't really like the decision as the hammer, but we did once we got on the other side of the field. Look at how more spread out they are. Like that's just what a swing would do in itself. Good catch, turn, swing. Defense is all moving. They're out of nothing's set like it was a little bit ago. Okay, so another thing is here too. McGregor does this a couple times in this game. And I think somebody else. And look, I mean, this is a foul, but we too often are calling these fouls when just play on, just kind of man up, I guess, and play through it. Because the last thing you want is for them to set a defense and for us to stop. Like you want the momentum to keep going. So like, yeah, he's just turn and keep playing, or catch and turn, swing back. Like, yeah, he's all over you, but unless he's just hugging you or you fall down, just keep playing through because you don't really want to start from a stoppage. Now they can easily set man rather than us moving it. Okay, I watched this a couple times. This throw's fine. Okay, so all right, so watch Veldman here. So Veldman's out here, and as he curls back, because he's going too early, kind of. Steven just kind of assumes he's gonna curl back around to all that space. Veldman should. So like he's already out there. He's like, oh, I'll cut, but so like right there, his guy's not looking, and Veldman's looking back. So I think Steven was like, oh shoot, dude, there's so much space. I could just float it out there. Now Steven doesn't really float it, but that's what he was looking for, was Veldman to turn back around. This is good defense right here. Joey, I'd want you to be a little bit more as sideline and diagonal, so you can see a little bit more of what's going on. You're just looking at this guy. You don't really know if there's help in this. But I really like Beetle out in this area. but Colin's got to he's really got to trap this. If I don't know, I may be yelling at him to go flat. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, because I didn't want them to hook. So that's fine. It's a good swing by them. I should use that. Okay, if you just watch Beetle his whole point, he's all over the place in this front area. His eyes are everywhere. And it's just how you play defense. He's guarding his guy while also just watching everything and then just flat out beats his guy here. Like, that's pretty nasty. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. That doesn't happen to us really that often. That's pretty sweet. Alright, we have to get... I also wanted to go back and count our pulls. We gotta get this in. Clanky's got some out of bounds. He's got some out of bounds. We gotta get those. Our team's too athletic. I mean, Lightning and Oliver and Rozzy just flying down on those pulls, man. We have to get those inbounds rather than letting them set up. Yeah, Beetle's right. See, my guy gave me the inside angle as well. He cut out too wide. Yeah, that was, you could tell that it was a newer cutter, but still. And that's just flat out better than that too. It's just okay. Now, this was, I think, just all around good defense here. Let's go back even more. All right. Okay, that's the swing. Okay, I like this. Clanky's doing a lot in the middle there. Okay, guy wide open. Two guys in, like, between them and between their guys and the disc. All around good space, and Beetle's eyes, Tarp's eyes, all watching him. Good. So he's got like this blade, which this guy's not. I mean, this guy doesn't pivot much. But good positioning. And so he decides to throw that, which is pretty darn open. But I mean, good job by Bone Salad here. Just, I mean, making him have to throw it higher. Being active on the mark. I mean, yeah. I mean, the orange are great, but they're just. I mean, even if you complete them 65% of the time, which is great, it's just not a Take the easy ones. The game is very simple, and offenses in general in club and college are getting better and better and better every year. They're getting more efficient. Good work here. Good work. Okay, here's another one. This is Oliver. I mean, this guy is just. I mean, he's pretty active altogether. He's a little clumsy on D. And I think Oliver gets his heel stepped on. I know it'd kind of make me mad too, but if you can, I don't want to go back too far. If you can, Oliver, I want you to not call this, and I want you to play through, because I don't want to stop here. And look, okay, so he's following you right here. Look what you let him do. Call foul. So he's like, okay, and then now look at him. I mean, you gotta tell him to get behind you, if anything. And now you got set up defense with two guys kind of out in the area. It's gonna be stall 5 at best for us to get it off this, and it's gonna be tough. All because he fouled you and you stopped playing. You know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to get used to not call that. So I mean, none of that's ever gonna make me mad. But think about it. If you can play through play through because we don't want stoppages. That's why teams play aggressive because I mean, like Central Florida, they want to foul you. They want you to stop your offense. I mean, look at that. I just saw that one too. Like, watch this guy. I mean, all these guys are going back to set up on their D. Like, oh, I'll get in a better position. Oh, like you're giving them an advantage. And I mean, same thing. Now it's a tough dump. Everyone had to play their star. That's just a cluster. That's a good throw and a good cut. Okay, we gotta get all this out of here. That's good. Okay, that's our break. There it is. There it is.
Alright, folks. Flying D with the pole.
Is my mic starting to crack though? More? Because I can always unplug it. Okay. So I think it is. All right. Let me know if that's any better. All right. Okay. So we pulled it out of bounds again. And we're just giving it to him in the middle of the field. We gotta work on those pulls.
Yo, you got him back here, McGregor.
McGregor back to the right.
He's gonna look. He's looking.
It's tough to set up like poaches and stuff when there's no wind and you pull it out of bounds because you get such an advantage. All right, so this guy just, you know, I don't know, he's just floating it, and Steven's paying attention and is able to get to it. It's a good D.
Let's go.
All right, Clem, I can do that. All right, let's. All right. The other thing is too, I think we need to get used to. Maybe we can practice it. If we're on a sideline, don't be afraid to just set up out here. So it's or not necessarily all the way out here, but like maybe like you can see McQueen's kind of coming out here a little bit. That's fine. I like that. You know, isolate yourself. Push the one guy. You're switching. Good job, Veldman. Way to see that switch and work through it. They can't guard both of you that far off. Oliver's got to get a. He has tons of power in his forehand, but he leans back and he kind of turns his wrist over, so he has a lot of discs that turn over rather than stepping in. He's got to get used to that. All right, McQueen. I don't know if you're watching. This is what I talked about after the game. This is a rough one. It's 5-4. Against a team that I think later on in the season we beat 15, 10, 15-9, 15-8. Michigan beat them 11-5. I wish I could get that film. And just kind of because Michigan is a pretty good fundamental team even in the spring. And we're just kind of playing street ball out there in a lot of this. And I think that if we are a little bit more fundamental, even in the spring, even in the fall, we can beat teams like this pretty handily. But one thing I'll talk about a lot in this game is that we let Tennessee in this game the whole time. If we catch this, it's 6-4. Um, and when you drop it in the end zone and they end up scoring, it's just a big momentum changer. I mean, drops happen, but that one's pretty open. I mean, Lightning's pissed, but Lightning does get Lightning has a heck of a game. I mean, it's going to happen to people, but we have to figure out a way to not let these things happen because I mean, it's the difference. It's the difference between a Nationals team and a top regionals level team or little things like that.
Yo, he's creeping.
You know, that's why
Connor, drop.
this game stays close and Tennessee plays with confidence. Even when you guys beat them down and go up at half, you break to take half and you break out of half and still lose the game. So it should be 6-4 here. Okay, let's see if I can. Let's go through these real quick. Okay, so Veltman to Clanky should have been a turn, 2 floaty. Tennessee works him down. Not much going on here. Pretty standard. The unknown is what I call it. You guys know. Okay, there it is. We get the turn by Tennessee cutter throwing a lob to a handler to Steven Dees. We work it a bit. Oliver throws a bladey hook to Lightning. It drops after breaking. After us breaking them, this is a game changer in my opinion. The beginning of us winning this game in the 15-8, 15-10 range instead of 6-4, us breaking them 2 times in a row and taking all the momentum. We instead are tied at 5s and there's no momentum. No momentum lead. Let's do the turns so far. What is it? 5-5. So right here. So no turns, no turns. Our first turn is the throwaway on the end zone on a swing, which is just a miscommunication. So you're 7 points in the game, the unknown. Teams don't really know, what each other are doing, and it's really just, offense is doing what they want. Now, after the unknown, you have things where defenses are starting to do stuff. People are starting to get tired. So we have Steven throwaway on a break back in. That's the one that we were talking about. Veldman cutting back. And yeah, like I said, that one's fine. Now, so our 2 turnovers at that point are both Stevens, but they're both like good decisions. And their 1 turn is us getting a D. Beetle just straight up beating these guys. So we get the break. The next point is when they're I don't know. I mean, we change our D or our D gets a little better. We're getting better at our poach, or they're getting tired. That's when they threw that hammer, which is a bad decision by them. You can't really tell necessarily if it's a bad decision by them or if it's because of our good D. My point is did we generate that D because of our defense, or is that just guy just getting lazy and giving it to us? Because that's the difference between good teams and mediocre teams. So the ones that give away turns, or the ones that are generating turns. That guy's just giving one to you, and if he's giving it to you, that's when you beat teams 15-8. Lightning drop has 3. Yeah, crucial point. Tennessee throwaway Steven D. That's the one he floated. Looks like a cutter. Tries to flip it. Okay, so. We have a drop, we have a throwaway, and a throwaway. All 3 on our end. And we have a D, and he's trying to throw something over our. I don't know if these are necessarily generated Ds, but pretty close to it, So right now we're giving them the disc on our turns, and they're just kind of. We're D'ing them up. Okay, so 5-5 and blade. Okay, shut down. That's fine. Just pivot though. I mean I think that we can swing there. It's not gaining much. See, like that's good. And once you get going through there, everything just. There you go. That's great. Good step around there. There you go. Now, I mean, now we have them on their heels, and that hammer's fine. That's more in the motion thing because they're moving so much. You know, you're catching on one side and turning and throwing a hammer rather than standing there and staring and trying to throw something. A little bit pepper. Okay, 6-5 should be 7-4. I mean, I guess if you consider us breaking them again, but. Okay, I really like that D. Alright, stop it. But just good positioning here. Look at this. This is just good positioning across the board here. Cotton paying attention. They had to complete a hammer. I mean, yeah, it hurts, but I'm fine with it. Alright. Cotton, you do this a couple times where you let your guy get on the inside of you too easy. Where are you? He's already cutting. Alright, we'll have to go back. Okay, so you're behind and you're catching up and you're guarding a handler. Don't hop that much. Okay, he's dumped it. Now you've got to get on this side of him. Okay, the second he dumps it, you can't. Okay, there you go, and you're starting to good. But you're a little too close against a short, quick guy, and you're not, you're not low. It's too easy for a shorter guy to curl in on you. You see that? You got to be ready. Like it's more of like you just understanding the game more that like, oh god, this guy's can go back here anytime he wants. That's the foresight. I got to be ready. He can't go there. And they do it right back to us. Those are gifts. We gave them one. They give us one. It's that same guy I was telling you about. Good fakes, Clunk. Oh man, where was that cut? I see somebody coming in now, but boom. When that's up in the air, I think that's Hydra clearing. And I guess it's setting up, but god, it should almost be in the air. There you go. Great job. Continue. Good. It's a turn. But good job. I like it. That's good offense there. I mean, that's what we want. It's using our advantage. Beetle helping, both guarding his guy and helping in the wings. I love it. It's understanding the game there, guys. He knows when he can do it. Alright, this guy throws his little high release turnover here. Okay, Oliver's much better mark. Knees bent, hands low. Little hopping. And, this guy's just not stepping out. He tries to get a little flashy and throw a little floaty high release. Yeah. So that's them giving us one. All right, Beetle. Okay, so turnover. You want to huck here, and I'm okay with hucking, but that's all. You can just kind of tell that's all you're thinking about here. Okay, look at Clanky and his guys right here. This guy's right here. This needs to get swung when we've got defenders all looking this way, and we can go down that break side. You see it, but in your head right now, I watched this a few times. I know you want to huck. I've seen you play long enough. That's why you look this off, because you want to get this out of there. I mean, all of these guys could have cut there. Oliver was looking, I think once that's in the air, hopefully somebody would have continued. And then you're staring downfield here, nodding for Steven to go. Steven knew what you wanted to. And then your wrist here. Okay, so it's all wrist. I've talked to you a lot about this. It's so much like in here, right? And because you're just trying to flick your wrist so much. Watch the wrist. It's all wrist. It's so hard to get out there. You're forcing that one. Yeah, that's not part of the system. Like I said, I don't mind hucking. You guys know that. But we want to huck more. If it was like some guy, like this guy guarding Joey, and Joey's standing deep himself 10 yards and pick it up and just, Joey should go deep. But trying to, look at Steven to go deep is not how I want to huck. Good defense. Good D, Clank. Good D, Oliver. Good job. Good switch. Good job, Clanky. I like all of it. You guys have good positioning and defense too, and that gets better. Good job. He's not making the job easy for himself. Good mark, Hydra. Ugh, so close, McGregor. Nice. Good job, Steven. I like it, boys. Oh, that's the same thing I just said. That's a good throw. More active. Flashy again. I mean, that guy's waiting to turn the disc over. 7 or 6s now. Should be 8-6.
We had 6, and then everyone else stayed with us last night. I don't think Fitz did, but I think everyone else did.
Alright. I think I was all good with that.
We had 6, and then
Yeah, there's tons of space in here.
everyone else stayed with us last night.
Good pivots.
I don't think Fitz did.
Swing catch. Good cut. Yeah. Seems alright. I wish you could move it more, but I don't. Poppers need to get in there. I don't know if they had too much defense inside there. Okay, Cotton. Is that you with the disc here? Swagner. Oh, I'm yelling at you to pivot. Beetle, one cutting out. Then you duck. Good job, Veltman. Alright, let's see why Swagner has to do that. I looked at this once before, but... Okay, yeah. Steven is waiting to cut in Beetle. So just, like, one fake either dump or one fake dump and come up the line. And get out of there. So, because... I mean, Swagner, I can tell Swagner a million times to not, to look you off, but he's a freshman looking at his captain. He's gonna try and throw it to you. So just get out of there. We can look for Steven. There you go. Good job. You're staring down that field. It's a good throw.
Good day, Joey.
That one, I mean, that's us giving them a turn. That's not really them generating a turn. That's just an overthrow. That stuff's going to get better. Nice grab. That's me yelling at Swagner again. Okay, Swagner, you have to get active on these marks. That's a good base. But he's already getting ready to throw. Like, you pay attention to his movements, you know? Like you're not reacting at all to that throw. You know, kind of hunched. Get low and be active and want to, you want to try to hand block him for anything on the inside here. Anything this way, force side, you don't want to lean. So you want to fight for everything he's going to try and throw this way, and fight for anything he's going to try and throw around. You can't just put your hands down. But anything this way, I don't want you to lean. There you go. See, Veltman, I mean, like, look at the difference there. Like, watch how much Veltman's fighting here for his, he gets it. He's fighting hard to get over. Hands up, feet up. I mean, there's a big difference there. Kind of the same thing. And the guy's going to keep throwing those easy IOs. They're not that easy, but... Good job. Way to get to the disc here. And way to take off, Feldman. So, I mean, like that right there is a good point of, good defense downfield. I don't know why they kept wanting to throw IOs. I mean, they're not really playing the fundamental game. These mid-range teams, that you guys are in right now, and we want to get to that next level. That next level isn't going to sit there and try to throw IOs like Tennessee is. They're not going to have weak marks, like we had there. And then they're going to use quick turns like that, and they're going to do it, with confidence. And the right now it should be, what is it, 8-5. 8-5. We should be up 3. And I think, as long as you guys keep scoring your O points, and we get that one in the end zone, 8-5 is a little tougher mentally to come back against than it is, 7-6. So, you guys, I talk about the mental game a lot, but scores are a big part of it. That's a good hammer. Good positioning here. We're kind of good, active. Everyone's hopping around. Good mark there, Bone. Good. Good. Oliver, a little bit more active there, bud. Yeah, see, dude, that is so good right there. That's because Lightning has it in his head that he's marking somebody, and that guy's not going to throw it around me, and I'm going to be active. I mean, yes, he's not hopping around, but you don't really need to do that. But when he throws a forehand or when he tries to throw a backhand, Lightning's reacting and getting, and he gets his, if somebody's going to be lazy and not step into this and try to step around, which I think Clanky, I end up yelling at you a couple times for this exact thing. He's just stepping and throwing, and Lightning is just active on the mark. That's awesome. And that being active turns into a break to take half. Steven, way to take off there. Beetle, way to pick up, get things moving. Okay, the other thing is, too, we do end up scoring this, but Steven, when you catch this, I know you're not guarded. We have to get this off the line. Our easy score is over here. If you dump swing, they're all rushing to get in position for their guy. So you got Clanky going up the line, which is awesome. Use that, get it off the line. Because everyone's just, we're playing into them right now. We're narrowing the field. And Beetle makes a heck of a grab. But we're trying to squeeze it in there when we can just play our offense and you catch that up the line, one look to that Clanky one coming through, and then just go back to Beetle. And then Beetle swings it around. The defense is never set. It's going to be wide open. It's a pretty mediocre charge. I like the chair. I think that
timeout, we talked about really chilly
Okay,
offense
so
in the D-line.
he said where though?
Let's
So
see it happen here.
like I'd almost turn. Okay, right there, I would be turning back with him, like getting this in the air. Like Beetle, you could tell Beetle didn't cut there because he's waiting for you to put it in the air.
During timeout, we talked about really chilly offense in the D-line. So let's see it happen here.
Beetle says he only had his eyes on the strike. But like right here, this guy isn't looking. You could throw it out into this space. You know what I mean? And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys all on this side of the field. But like right there. I mean, any of these are okay to throw to Beetle. Like this guy, there's nothing there. You know, throw it, lose 10 yards to gain a swing here. I don't know if I'd consider that a good mark. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I guess like there. But at this point, it's almost too late. And like Beetle was saying, he was eyeing up the line. It's I'm what I'm saying is get it off earlier. I mean, look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys like way too far, and now everybody wants to cut over and kind of jam it in here. One up the line, backside. McGregor doesn't know where to go.
Wow.
Which is good that he
What a
went
catch
back
by
there.
Beetle.
But
Finds him. That'll be a break.
oh yeah, let's see it again. You really hit somebody in the head? Well, we'll never know. Actually, Franklin, that's not a bad time to throw a hammer there too. If you have it cluttered on that side, but I don't know. I think it's just too easy to try and get that off the line. Get so used to getting it off the line. Good defense. Get around. Good. Gosh, that's another. So, Clanky's played a million points by this time. Clanky's got really good D here, but in his momentum, he's not in a big rush to get back around. Like his momentum took him past, but he's got to get around here, get back on that. You know, he's kind of like working to get there, but like watch Lightning. Boom. Like there was no like that he had to stop quick and his momentum take it back and boom. I love that he's set already. That's awesome. Active. Good job. That's a good mark because we're afraid of this throw here. Good. It's a good positioning because I don't know if he knows that nobody was like already out here for that backhand. But yeah, that's good. That's good leaning there, but not giving up anything. Be a tough throw around. That's good D. That's good D. That's just good positioning. Okay, so watch Beetle kind of this whole point. Yeah, I could even go back another 20 seconds because I watched it earlier. His eyes are always watching, and this guy, same guy, just doesn't really know what to do, when to do it. If Beetle takes every opportunity to peek back, or he's moving around in good positioning. He knows he can help. Look at the spacing. Remember at Cotton, I told you earlier about being too close. That guy Bernie, like Beetle knew that the disc got all the way over there, so he gave himself a little bit more space. But he's always active. He's paying attention to where the disc is. This guy's still just for some reason is not moving, and Beetle's able to see that. I mean, this throw is actually not that bad. I mean, if he puts it out here, it's a goal. But those are throws I've thrown before because I throw them because the defender's not looking, or it's very rare that the defender is looking, and Beetle is. Let's do it one more time. Watch him. So yeah, so getting some space here, but he's peeking, he's paying attention. It's a good job. It's a higher level thinking about the game. Ultimate IQ is what won that for Beetle. Good positioning, ultimate IQ. You gotta pivot more here. Oliver, you look back a lot. Rossi, good. There you go. Okay, but like, there you go. But like, that's got to be a real backhand. Like, this guy's not moving at all because you're looking. You're not faking. You're looking. There you go. All right, now that's fine. I mean, it's not that fine, but okay, good. That's a good mark. You have to throw better fakes. You got to get him off that forehand, Oliver, and then that backhand will be a little bit easier. It's good defense here, but you're just eyeing in on him at that point. I mean, you can make. There's things that can be easier. You can turn around to this, like Beatles guys a little too close. The only throw you'll get to him is a hard one. Turn over here. You know, maybe look for a hammer to indie guy that's not looking. I mean, I don't know. And that's a good throw. It's just a really tough throw. It's a low percentage throw that gets caught. And then good continue. And then where is somebody there? You gotta clear quicker. Flank. Alright, here's I think the first one. Alright, yep. Alright. I mean I talked to you, Clank, about that even that little bit of a half more stuff. I know that you guys see AUDL games and club players do these throws, but they're a lot more efficient with them. Whereas it's just the percentage that these get caught. I mean, on a regular backhand that you step and follow through, it's like 99% that you complete something that's wide open. When you don't, like when you're throwing before you finish your step, you tend to push. You tend to push with your with your wrist, and you air bounce things a lot more rather than using your body and following through. Yeah, I mean that's just you I mean, you're not trying to be flashy here. I know that, but you're trying to get it over there quick. Because the mark's close. I think you can still step around. I mean, you can still step around that guy and throw a big loop in one. Good D. I like the setup of it. Another good job by Lightning getting around the mark. I love it. I mean, it's a foul because you're on that side of him, but I mean, and you don't get tested. But it's just good hustle. It's amazing how often, and I'm not calling you out too much here, Clank, but when people turn the disc over, the defense gets better. You're trying to get it back. What did I do there? Okay, there we go. But that's just good D. And that's Tennessee giving us the disc again. Just threw it right to Oliver. Alright, that's another one. Is there a reason we can't swing this? Are we tired? Or are you throwing a lefty backhand because Oliver just threw into you and you're like, ooh, that's cool. Okay. Clank, I think, needs to come in more so he can come out more and throw to space. Because right now, this is a big throw to space. He's a little too far away. Going up the line's fine, but the mark's forehand, so it's a hardest throw. So it's either like the high release forehand, low release IO, or this. It's just a tough throw. It's a low percentage throw. We got to try and get it off the line by positioning yourselves better. little more active here. We gotta get set. Good. I'm okay with that. Like he gets beat on the mark, but he's I like this is being smart. He's kind of all around him. And you end up giving him. Okay, and then this is a I consider this a D. Same thing. Beetle is guarding his guy while also paying attention to what's going on, staying close enough to his guy that he can always guard him. But like right here, like his guy goes out and Beetle, I think he sees the guy that's off the screen coming, and he knows that the disc just got continued, basically power position on the break side, so it's going to be an open throw for a score unless somebody D's it. And so Beetle immediately is like, oh shit, is there anybody cutting there? And sure enough, there is. And the guy goes, oh, it's a free throw. And then he sees Beetle at the same time going, oh shit, that guy's poaching. Tries to pull it back and throws it into the ground. So I mean, it's a D by Beetle because he saw it and poached that lane. Another same thing. Ultimate IQ is what this D is here. It's a great play by Beetle. And he stopped that throw. It would have been a wide open throw. And it ends up being a break for us. All right, Beetle. This gets completed, but this is wrist against a little bit more body than the last one, but it's still. When you want to huck, when you have it in your head to huck, you tend to use so much wrist. See how much, like, it's all right there. You have such a powerful torque with your wrist, but you rely on it so much. You know, that should be longer and floatier if you step into that with your body and get your waist, arm, and wrist all in that, and you kind of float it to the back for Rozzy. Okay, we pull it out of bounds again. Rozzy, you got to be more active on your marks. I mean, I don't think you stopped this with even an active mark, but you just kind of pretty nonchalant there on your marks. I mean, if you want to jam block somebody while also at the same time saying throw back around, you can do pretty well. It's just not, you're not thinking, I'm not thinking about you're just kind of standing there. See, I'm just standing. If you guys want to DM up, you'll do it. You'll flip that switch. It's good D. Same one there with the Oliver. Good D, Rozzy. I love it. Good D. I don't see that cut though. So I'm reaching for Oliver. Okay, right there. I think he's just gonna 7 cut him. Okay, too close, too close, too close. Ugh. Yeah, you just when he goes in there, let him go a little bit. Give him another yard. Oliver. Why didn't we throw that? Okay, this is open. Beetle, it's force side. You want because you see Feldman going. You want to hug again, Beetle? Damn it! Which is fine. Like I will take Beetle. Or I'm sorry, I take Veldman deep. But you look away. That's why you look that off, and you get it moving. Good. Still open. There we go. Good. Back. That's got to get around. I don't know why you're not. Why are you looking in the middle again? We're playing too narrow. You know what I mean, Beetle? You got to get that around. Boom, catch, boom, it's around. And then their whole defense has to shift. And That guy right there. Everybody, that guy. That guy. That guy. That guy that just rickrolled all of you earlier. That's the guy. And I'm pretty sure you get pissed off and lay the shit out of somebody. You bozos. That's such good D right there. Okay, same thing. Oh, go back to that. The same layout D that Beetle gets last time. He takes the inside position. One, he's pissed. He just threw it away. If you all know Beetle, he's pissed. And so he's got a little bit more adrenaline. The switch is flipped defensively. He's like, that's it. God damn it, I got to get that back. And, you know, he's always active on D. But, and look at this. Good. Good turn. Okay, so now, but he's on the outside. And he's fallen. How the hell do you make up this ground? Because the guy's not throwing it yet. That's the problem. And Beetle just, that's, you know what, Beetle? That's you being better. That's you being more athletic. That's not positioning. That is you being more athletic. That guy goes out to the outside. He gives you that layout, but he needs to body you out here. But that's a hell of a play. That's just being athletic. That's pretty damn good. Little early there, Hydra. Oh no, I guess that was alright. Okay. That's like 4 seconds. Okay. Beetle gets it on the line with a wide open Steven. These three guys, somebody's got to immediately go. Catch, boom. It should already be going. McGregor, you should be going. Joey's not even looking. He's got to go. It's got to be in the air. Unless you think this is a pick. You can't really tell from here. But there's nothing to this break side. When it was wide, it was given to us. Hydra's continuing over there. It's hard for Steven to do do the fakes too. I mean, he should still be doing it, but okay, cycle through. Good job, Gregor. I love seeing you in the backfield. You do that quite a bit this game, which is good. Anytime you notice, I mean, any of you guys can do that. All right, those are the throws. I mean, that's the levels drill. It's a lower percentage throw to throw the IO there. I think I did look at this. Can you catch and throw back in here? Catch, turn. Okay. It looks like the guys are on pretty quick. But if anything, Steven, still catch and his momentum's going there. Just catch and still give him a fake because he'll be so far off. And then like he was already pretty far off. Oh, that was a different one. Oh, it comes back. Okay. Yeah, see, I think you can get that around. Or maybe you don't because he's not really cutting yet. But either way, like you got to catch and throw a fake. So when you come back on the inside, it's going to be even easier. Because that right there is a tough throw. If you have 10-mile-an-hour winds, those are tough. Because they're so pinpoint. Whereas a backhand floats and it's coming back to him. So the backhands are always going to be easier. And it was a pick. Good. Continue forehand. Good. Good job. That's good offense. Okay, boys. 10-7. If you have that drop, it is 11-6. And we're up 5. And the game's just done. Mentally, they're going to be beat. Mentally, at 11-6, they're going to be beat. As long as we just, we keep playing confident. I don't know. I'm like... Good. Good positioning. Good switches. I have no problem with this guy with the disc in his hand. And the same thing, I mean, they're kind of playing, I mean, they're playing into your narrow field here. Not really trying to get it off the line, throwing it back. You have positioning there. Ooh. How does that guy get that open? Okay, so Clank is here. Oh, I just didn't see him. Because Clanky, if this guy comes into the space, Clanky's got to go with him. Because the hammer should be pigeon or, you know, a tough throw. Good job, Steven. Good. Good mark. Active. Good. Good. Good defense. Good around. Don't get beat up the line. Oh, okay. Actually, I saw this one earlier. All right, Pidge. Same thing as the guys earlier. You're just too close to your guy in the back of the end zone. Like give him some space. Like he can't, you know, if you're out here, he's got to take 2-3 steps to get to you. If you're close, all he's got to do, I mean, plus you have your back to him. That's tough to do. And I mean, once he gets around you, you want to be between him and that disc, between him and that cone.
And then this is up. And you don't have it.
All right, let's watch this again. Where are all of our cuts? Okay. I'm gonna go back.
This is up. And you don't have it.
Okay, catch, turn. Okay, right now, who the heck is going here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of you. We have one cut to the force side. Swagner's looking back, waiting for somebody else to go. Unless this is like some, it looks like a play to Colin Deep, but I don't know. There's 4 defenders right here, and these guys are standing. Yeah, and you hear Beetle saying break side, break side. You guys got to notice these things, whether you run a play or not. It's got to be. It always has to be an option. Yeah, there you go. McGregor goes after he hears that. Good. Just continue it. Just take it. Just take it. Because now he's going to be... Yeah, we're got... Okay, break side. It's there. Yeah, I mean, a little bit earlier, but... Good. I mean, that break side's so open there, guys. And we're not trying to get it there too often. I mean, that's a good throw by McGregor. I mean, a good decision. I have no problem with that. Good job. They love those eye release IOs. They're probably batting 60% on them too. There's another one, which is pretty close to being a D. I watched it, Steven. I don't think it's a foul. Like I think I had it in slow mo on like when I had the file. It looks like he gets it just right before.
D by Steven.
It's close. I mean, if I'm an observer, I don't think I'm overturning it. But I mean, whatever. We're close to a D there because they're trying to throw IOs. Okay, Cotton much better there. Okay, Indy's in good position. Giving him space. Okay, McGregor pretty close to his guy there. Okay, you are way too close here. The only reason he can't cut is because he's gonna pick. He's in the middle. But give him another step. All right, and then Stevens looks like he's off on the wrong side. Let's see what happened there. Don't go back that far. So he's just gonna go for the break. He's gonna cut back. Yeah. Oh, he gets on his heels. Yeah. Try when you get off your heels and he doesn't cut, get that space back, Steven. And then Cotton there. I think that's a newer cutter. I think if that's a more experienced cutter, with you being that close, I think he might have beat you there. Because what I would do is I would curl out, and then if you overcommitted, I'd turn and go inside you, or just kind of curl around. He just makes a terrible cut, really. Yeah, you're too close. It's too hard to. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. All right, we're looking for Steven here. He's on the mark. Yeah, same thing. Well, that's good space. You're just watching. That's gonna happen. Just find your times to watch, but always keep an eye on your guy. Your guy is the first priority. That's tough. Because I want you guys. There we go. Break side. There we go. I love it. This game can be easy. Good catch, continue. Who is it? Good, Cotton. Hey. Now things are easy. Alright, Cotton, you have to look the part first. You look like a new guy with the disc here. Like, you got two hands on the disc the whole time. I think you did, but like, these aren't real fakes. Like, I don't know, if I'm marking you, I'd be all over the place. That's a good throw, though. Good job, McGregor. McGregor in the backfield again. You never did that last year. You never did that last year, and now you're doing it 3 or 4 times a game, which is awesome. Understanding the game better, which is awesome. Okay, McGregor, same thing here. We are on the end zone. We don't want to stop play. And it's the same guy. He's just a clumsy dude. And he does. He kind of bowls you over and fouls you. Just get up and keep playing. Because when this stops, it's tough because the defense gets set and everyone gets to turn around and see what's going on. They get to see where the disc is. They get to see where the handlers are. They get more information. Now, end zone stuff, you should still score, whatever, 90% of the time in the red zone. But just try not to stop play if you don't have to. If he knocks you over, yeah, you gotta call it, whatever. But stopping play there is tough. Good throw. I love that continuation. But why are we throwing a high release here? Good catch. Oh, let's go through the stoppage. Alright, good. He was giving you the space. There was no dump. But I love the fact that you catch it very side, and you're looking for it too. Okay, same thing here, Veldman. There's no It's the 17th place bracket. We held them. It's our hold. It's our offensive point. Look a little too cocky. Boom. I don't know if I see that. What the hell? I don't know. I would really want to beat.
Big pull. Never mind, that's Obi.
When I froze up, I had my eyes locked on my handler. I didn't know how to fake without making him change directions. Ask me that question when we're back at school. You just need to like part of the system, like levels drill, is when you catch, your momentum goes to your forehand side. I'm talking to Cotton right now. Sorry if anybody else gets lost. Um, so you're gonna catch turn, fake backhand, catch turn, fake forehand, um, and whatever it is. And so you should always be pivoting kind of back and forth every, not like every half second, but every 2 or 3 seconds. Whereas there, you kind of like just shimmy side to side, and the mark kind of sees that you're one of those guys that shimmies and kind of newer with the disc, so um he moves around on the mark with you because of that. That's what I would do. Just get used to like full pivot fakes. I mean, if you were to throw back in there, how would you throw it? You would step out and throw back in, right? Do that, but just don't release the disc. He'll jump on his mark. Then when you pivot back forehand, things will be a lot easier. And then and do it again. You're not really moving that much on the mark is one of the issues. All right, we got to do better at our pulls here. I think that was Clank with the low one. Give him the disc in the middle, pretty quick. He's a good defense. I mean, I love our poach. I mean, they start getting through, but that's good movement by them. But but look, so like that confident offense right there by Tennessee. I don't think that they're that confident if the score is like 11-8 or whatever, or 12-8, whatever it would have been last point. Just I think that, or even as the coach, you start putting in other players, and more experienced players or less experienced players that you're getting in there for playing time and stuff, and all of a sudden the game gets kind of out of hand. There's a reason good teams win against mid-level regional guys, teams. They take those turnovers and they score them with pretty high efficiency, and then the mental side of it, teams just kind of look up to them and go, like, oh my god, yeah, we can't win this, we can't stop them on offense, or you start questioning yourself in your head, and you guys can do that with your offense if it's efficient. They'll start doing that too, and they'll question themselves. And I mean, just think of what you did to the Florida State and Georgia Tech games last year. Tally, you guys just obliterated them. I mean, your offenses were more efficient. Your sidelines were ridiculous. I mean, they were just so beat down mentally. I mean, they weren't winning that game. You can do that to these teams, not with the sidelines, but just with offensive efficiency that'll beat them down mentally. All right, those are good pivots. Okay, so 11-10, and this is where we kind of give them one. Okay, catch, turn. Okay, catch, turn. Okay, that's a good approach. That's a good way to break it. Okay, swag. First off, this guy is locked down on Beetle a lot towards the end of this game. He's a good defender. So Beetle's windows are a little bit smaller. But either way, when you throw, I mean, look at the height you throw this at. Like, throw it, doesn't really look like it there, but just throw it up and out. And let Beetle go to it rather than try to throwing it to Beetle. Like, throw it out to a space where Beetle can go get it. It's just a lot easier when you're dumping. You're trying to throw it to where Beetle's going, and if you're dumping, this is what's going to happen. Whereas if you throw it out in space and Beetle does this guy can't see anything. He has no idea that Beetle just went upfield and the disc is behind him. But Beetle can see it, stop, pivot back, and go get it. So you want to put it out to a space rather than try to throw it to him. Okay, you need a big mark here. Why is that easy, Veldman? Oh, I went ahead. Oh, we're gonna go back. Side. Flat-footed. A little too close to him on the force there. Oh, I mean, you're okay as long as you're ready. You're not bent. Yeah, you're not really ready to play. He does undercut you though. That's a good cut. He's got to pivot because he is starting to go up the field, which Veldman has to be prepared for, and then cuts back under. It's a pretty good cut. That's pretty hard to defend too. Cotton force side. Alright, you're pretty close again on this break side. Or, no, you're good. Just gotta be ready. These guys are shorter and quicker than you. You want to be out there a little bit. Give them a little bit of space. And they gave us one there. We gave them the one on the dump, but they just handed it back to us. We gotta score this. And this is number 2, drop in the end zone. Like I said, those are the difference between games you win big and you get upset or, even. It happens, but you can't. You gotta find a way to not let it happen as much. Good D. Stop my YouTube. Alright, hold on. Let me catch up to what you guys are saying here. The play where I foul a dude and they get beat force side twice, I was definitely mentally out of it. Foul call really bothered me and I couldn't get over it. Fair enough. Yeah, I agree. It looks really ugly when I have the disc. Swag, I think that's my bad for clearing out. It's not a bad space throw, but I tried to cut back without a fake from you. And yeah, more chemistry is kind of the answer. The throw would have worked if I kept going, methinks. Good mark, Cotton. Good D. Yeah, this is good D right here on this side. Alright. Swag, the second this gets on this side, you don't really need to get close to him. Come out here, you know like how Beetle is. He makes up our eyes off this guy right now. Helping in lanes, paying attention. And you're really close to your guy here, and you're not really paying attention. Plus, I'd be a little bit more level with him because you have help. Good D here. Yeah, see how close you are? And he's just coming from under. Like you gotta pay attention to where Joey is here in Swag, and then you'll know that where you can position yourself better, like out here. And I mean, because then with this guy with the disc, all he's doing, you're giving him a hammer, but you're gonna beat him. You're gonna be 5 steps ahead of him on the force side. But here you're just too close. He can beat you. That's a good D up the mark, up the line. Good job, Steven. See how I was paying attention there? Good. Good job. I love it. Get that mark on. Nothing around. There you go. You got to be more active here. That's a good throw to space. It's just not too far. I like this out in the area. Make him do something. Make him react to it. Free throw though. We should continue. Good. I like it all the way back, McGregor. Next. Good. Yeah, I think he just threw it. Seven there. Yeah, because he's open. You're pretty high stall. You pivot a lot. And, I mean, rather than throwing it to Joe, you throw it out. Inside of him. I mean, another thing is, too, I mean, Steven, Clanky, and played 90% of the points with Paul this weekend, so I chalk a lot of this up to you guys being pretty tired. More active on that mark. That's too easy. Good. I like that. See, like that, his hands are up. Swag. You gotta be no around here. Okay, so you're off, which is fine. Okay, so then when you see this in the air, I mean, you're not even going, or you have to be busting your ass to get around. I know you're probably tired. This is a pretty long point. I mean, but that's a jog to get back. That's a jog, and that's too easy. It's just because you know either tired or jogging. That's not Beetle's fault at all. I mean, Beetle's out here and you know exactly where I want him. Off his guy in the lane. And you know what? And I will take I'm tired as an answer right now. I have no problem with that. But that just tells you, you know, it's what you got to work on. We gotta be in shape. Good job. Good. Good. Continue. See, oh, okay, all right. See how much different that is? Clanky, look how much you're stepping around on this throw. Step, and you're following through. And look, I mean, it flows so much better. Turn. And and you do the opposite, and it pops up on you. Yeah. Okay. So step around, right to his gut. Now, I mean, it's gonna be you being tired too. Another thing, but these throws are gonna hurt you. Where you're throwing before you go. I know that a lot of club players do it. I know it can be a huge asset to have if this is a 98% throw, you know, but it's just not right now. And especially, I mean, throw it if you have to. But I think you need those throws because your mark's a club level mark, and the guy's just like, you need to fool him. This guy's not a club level mark. You can break this guy by stepping around whenever you wanted to. You're trying to get that out there quick, and it pops up on you. We get it, but those are dangerous. Good. We need. I mean, our offense is. It's just not. We're not catching and turning. This isn't a levels type offense. It's 11-11. It's higher, but so is. I mean, I would say, you know, with them coming back, I mean, the momentum's with them. I don't know what that pivoting is. There you go. Good job. Okay, already off the line. We're eyeing in on Beetle there. All right, we scored, but let's see. Let's see if there's options if we don't eye in on Beetle. Okay, boom. Real fake. That's more of a half fake. We could go back to McGregor. Swing to Steven or a clear by Steven, and Hydra's not even guarded on the break side. But we're eyeing in on Beetle. I mean, I don't know if McGregor would have turned, but I mean, if you guys get used to that being part of your system, which is what I'm trying to get you guys to do, one look, and if it's not there, we're off the sideline. We're not one look and then go, oh, it's Beetle and his guy one-on-one, which is something I would take, but I don't want to have to wait for it. I want to get so used to the 7 players on the field, no matter who they are, falling into a system that we all know what we're doing. That's just, Beetle's better than the guy, and that's what you're relying on. Sometimes has to happen, but we're trying to get a system. Okay, we're up 12-11. If we catch those 2 in the end zone, it is, 14-9? And the game's just, who knows what the coach would have done, bringing in other players. And good job, Rosie. What the hell was that? I have no idea where I just went. See, Rozzy, I think if your mark's okay here, but God, that's such a tough throw by that guy. That's completed. That's pretty good. That's good. See, more active. That's good. That's a low percentage throw there. I'll let him throw that all day. It does hurt when those things get completed. And then this one right here is a score that not much you can do about it. It's a good throw. The only way this gets D'd, it's not by Bone Salad. It's by somebody else, watching earlier and D'ing it up and helping. Because Bone Salad's in the position he needs to be in. There's just nobody there, and it's a good throw to space. Like Oliver. Like, if Oliver sees that maybe a full second earlier, he probably gets there and D's it up, but not easy. That was a charge. I think I skipped ahead when I meant to go back, but it was definitely a charge on that dude. Catch, turn, good. Good. You see how when you move it this quick, the defense just is not set. Feldman, that's a good throw. You guys, Joey, McGregor, Veldman, all had really good, decisions, but we did turn it over quite a bit. But you guys have to keep throwing it. You guys have to keep doing it. You'll get better. We need those. Okay, looks like we're trapping. Usually y'all know Huck, the fake through the legs. Beat up the line. It's not easy though. Sorry, I hit my mic there. Yeah, Beetle. It's an okay mark. That's a pick.
What do you have next?
There you go. It's moving. This guy's gonna throw it. Yeah, he loves. Alright, this disc goes back, but I want to see Hydra getting beat to that side.
What do you have next?
That one kind of sucks. Okay, he's got to get around. Yeah, and now because the disc is here, like all you're leaning forward and you're a little too close. Yeah, like I don't mind this. Like Beetle plays defense like this, where he's this close to the guy, but Beetle's always ready for this, and I don't think that you're ready. You're pretty flat-footed. This guy can cut whenever he wants on the inside of you. Yeah. You're too close and flat-footed to be able to defend that. You'll get beat every time.
Yeah, Hydra!
Good mark. Good mark. Okay, great. I think this is Joey. It's a throw and go on Clanky's guy. I don't know if Clanky else helped him, but okay. So this guy fakes up the line, comes back. Good defense by Clanky. I mean, he stops the up the line. He's giving the dump, right? Beatles pains. Beatles always looking for his D. You know, Clank gets close, but your momentum again. So because either you're gonna lay out or whatever, get close on D, but you got to be ready to. And then the guy notices that your momentum was going forward, so he uses your momentum against you, takes off. Joey sees it and helps, which is great. That's a sophomore, people.
Good.
That's a great job.
Coach Joey.
We have more young guys doing stuff like that, man. It's gonna be tough to score on you. Okay, now Hydra letting off the IO. Okay, that's a good active mark. There's the throw and go on the switch, but let's watch the mark.
Joey. Now find your man.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. You gotta want it. That's tough. The guy's tall. But because he gets that off, and it's a catch continuation, and it's a break. Now you guys are down. Okay, good. We got it off. We're on the other sideline. And now look at how much space we have just because of a few couple throws to get it on the sideline. Look, I mean, rather than catching that ball and just trying to do one swing in the middle and then we're trying to wait for a cut, we're spread out. It's good. Catch, turn, dump here. Swing. Look at all this space. I mean, there's so many options because we're moving the disc. Good. I don't know why you throw a lefty there. Okay, good. Clear it. Good. Good. Catch. Ooh, continue. Or no, we're going back. Okay. So Beetle had gone up the line, and now he wants to go deep. Okay, so he goes up the line, and this is that defender that does pretty well on Beetle. So Beetle, goes up the line. It's not open, so he goes deep. Beetle, you got to come back in as the handler. If not, then somebody else, Feldman, McGregor. I think McGregor does notice it. You guys have to come back and handle, which is good. We have a swing there, which is good. Okay, but Beetle, you can tell Beetle wants to go deep. And when this is released, okay, so this is getting released now. I'm 100% behind this throw. But you're leaning back, see how much you're leaning back here, and you're just kind of, flicking your wrist. There's no momentum coming forward. There's no waist and arm, kind of following through. You're just flicking your wrist, and because you're leaning back, it's gonna go straight up like that. That's the angle you're throwing at. What was it, 38.04? I mean, you're leaning back and you're just kind of just flicking the wrist. I mean, when you threw it, this is a goal every time if you step into it, I think. Now, because this floats, Joey, this is where you have to grow into this role, and you got to become the guy that owns the skies. Beetle is pretty damn good in the air, but you're the tall guy. Your guy's guarding you's pretty tall, but with your arms, this is what you've got to become, is the guy that just eats this stuff up. And you don't time anything well enough to even jump. I think you're the only guy of ever. You get kind of bumped, but you got to be aggressive with them and get them out of the way, bump them out of the way, and time your jump. And you're the only guy that doesn't really even get a jump off, and you're the tallest one with the longest arms. You got to be aggressive, and you got to start winning those battles because you will single-handedly win us games by sky and piles in those windy days. And we'll do more of that after practice. Yeah, I think you can want that, Beetle. It's just a good huck. Bellman's even calling your push there, Joey. All right, so who's this huck to? Bellman's guy? Oh, it's Oliver's guy rolling. No, it's Bellman's guy. That's a good huck. It's a good huck. Okay, now one thing, and I think I called for play 2 here. You guys, like, we have to score fast because now we're down 2 and the hard cap, we have to get it within 1 while we're pulling before the cap goes. So we do run play 2. Oliver, I think you should catch this. Let's go back and watch if Beetle uses his wrist. Because it's a play. God, Beetle, that's just so much. You're just using all of your wrist there. Like you're stepping out, but you have so much wrist power, but that's all you rely on. All right. Okay, and then Oliver, I mean, if you throw it now by stepping through, I mean, this is a good mark too. This guy's off. And you have to throw a good back in. But, I mean, this guy, I mean, he really doesn't have a chance at getting it because of the position. You had a good read on it. You got to catch that. I mean, that one's a little bit tougher than some of the other ones, but I think you got to get that one. Good D. Good hustle, Steven. Good throw. That's a good mark. Okay, and then I think Beetle. Okay, I had talked with Beetle, but being more active right before. And there's a difference here. So that last point, you watch Beetle's mark, and then watch Beetle here. Like this guy throws a forehand. But Beetle's so like you can just see it in him that he wants to do something against the forehand. And the second this guy goes for it, Beetle's not standing still anymore. He's like, I'm gonna go and try and stop that, and boom, he goes and he gets it. I mean, you can hear it. There's guys, there is a big difference when you have a mark that does this. It's just if you want it, guys, you're not gonna get it every time, but you'll get it a lot higher percentage. Let me just move the disc really quickly. But we had to score already. The game was over. Ball game. Okay, so those are those two. So let's look at our turns compared to theirs. So our turns are Steven throwaway, which is just a miscommunication. The backhand, which is miscommunication / tough. I mean, you could have floated it. That's the lightning drop in the end zone. And then after a 10 drop in the end zone. Break side. Okay, that's McGregor. A continuation down the break side. That's good decision. I'm fine with that. It just didn't get completed even though it was open. Turn 2 is Beetle picks up Tennessee after the end. Okay, this is where Beetle gets his eyes downfield, and wants to huck and does. Okay, so that's us. This isn't anything Tennessee's doing. These are both things. All of these so far are our mistakes. These aren't Tennessee getting D's on us or anything like that. We work it down in the end zone. It's a pretty solid play. And okay, so our offense or their defense possibly. Oh, they still hooked it. Oh, that is complete. It's still by Smacker. It's still copy. Turns on an over the throw near. Oh, that's the one to Joey. Gotcha. So same thing. That's us. I mean, it's just if Beetle floats it a little bit or Joey cuts more to the corner or to the sideline rather than out. It can be a bunch of different things. But that's us. That's not Tennessee D'ing us up. All in the first half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turnovers in the first half. All us, not Tennessee. Second half. Oh, let's do theirs. First half. We got Beetle layout D. They're throwing hammers in our poach defense. So that's a little bit of a bad decision by them / maybe good defense by us. I can't really tell. Tennessee throwaway / Stephen D. This was kind of on them too. And Tennessee works it down. The crossfield hammer. I mean, you could say hammers are because of our defensive positioning or them getting lazy. You don't really know. Nonchalant high release. The guy threw it into the ground. That's giving us one. Overthrows a swing. That's giving us one. And then active mark by lightning gets a hand block. So you've got for sure 2 D's by us in the first half. Okay. And that right there is, if you get rid of half of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, so 6. Let's say you had 3. Now you're up. Now you take half 9 or 8, 4. 8, 4. If you don't drop it, and you just get one of these miscommunications away. 8, 4 half. It's a huge difference mentally coming into the second half. Then you break out a half. Okay, but let's go back to our turns compared to theirs. Clanky throwaway on the break side continuation. So that's stuff I think is going to get better. I'm fine with us throwing on the break side, continuing. Trying to throw too quick. That's the one who didn't set. Beetle lefty backhand turnover. Is this throw necessary? Is it? That's us giving them 2. I think that those are non-fundamental things that we're doing, like they're doing over here. We're doing them too. Beetle throw. It looks off swing to Swagner. Narrowing the field. Tries to hammer it over the top. That's us giving them 1. McGregor throwaway on the continuation. That's going to get better. I think we could get rid of that one just by us doing the right thing, right? Okay, Swagner throwaway on the dump. That one I think we can just work on. I think Swagner and Beetle both agree that that's a miscommunication, or Swagner can put it out more. Something we can fix. Turn 2, Joey drop in the end zone. That's not much, that's just a drop. That's us giving them 1. And turn 3, throwaway by Steven. But it's a full team turn. Beetle does not give Steven much for dump options and is too far out into the break side space, clogging it up. Cutters are not cutting and clearing away. All this forces Steven to make something happen, and he throws what he thinks is, that's the one to Joey. But he throws it to the inside of him. Okay, so I would, that's us giving them those 3. Feldman throwaway on the break side continuation. I think we can fix that. That's one that part of our system. I'm okay with it. We just need to complete it. Steven throwaway on a huck to Beetle Joey. That's the one I think Joey needs to sky the pack, but good decision. I mean, whatever. It's an okay decision. I'm okay with it. Really, it's not the best. Oh, it's basically exactly what I say here. Yeah, I think I just say this. Getting a disc to the corner end zone because Beetle hasn't beat. The disc floats. Joey catches up. Joey needs to become the guy that skies the pile. So that one, I don't know. We can go either way on that one. And then Beetle turn on a huck to Oliver. That was the late game. We had to score. We ran play 2, and I think Oliver needs to catch it. So, how many of these are Tennessee D'ing us up? None of them really. They're how many of these are legitimately Tennessee D us up? I don't think any. You know? So if we get rid of half of these, you win the game 15-8 easily. But you're getting a D here. You're getting a D here. You're getting a D here. Beetle layout D. Beetle hand block. You know, that's us generating turns compared to us giving them the disc. So if we clean up our offense, if we become a team that has a good system offense, and then we work on new defensive schemes that can generate even more turns, then you guys can become an elite team. But we can't just give them this stuff. That's why we lose this game, and we do it early that keeps them in it, and then we do it late, which lets them come back and win. So go ahead, you guys can read through this. You can watch the game. I think you can rewatch this whole thing here in a little bit. But if you got any questions before I turn off, let me turn back to my. This is huge. This is Hoffman's D. What? Oh, that's the hand block. My God, yeah, he was eyeing the shit out of that hook, not a system hook. Very much him just eyeing it on it. Yep. I was gonna D that hook. You're getting a D here. You're getting a D here. Everybody's getting a D. Pigeon. God damn it. All right, boys. That's it. And we'll do this again. Maybe in a couple days. I guess that's New Year's Eve. I don't know. I don't mind doing this whenever, as long as I'm not exhausted from popcorn stuff. But I will talk to you guys later. Later.